In the lesson that follows, we continue with our plot of a line graph which was introduced in the previous lesson, and now we explore and extend it further. At the end of the previous lesson, we started constructing a line graph. We used data from the file store sales and visualized the monthly sales in the year 2010 across the provinces of Alberta, British Columbia, and Ontario. So this visualization is what is shown in this line graph. Now we'll continue with this line graph and add things like a chart title, axis titles, modify the axis, and so on. Before we do that, notice there does not seem to be a clear trend across the monthly sales in these three provinces. Though one could say that over the period of these 12 months, the trend of sales in Ontario tends to be a bit increasing trend. Those things apart, let us now insert chart titles and axis titles in this line graph. To insert a chart title, we select the graph, then go to Layout, Chart Title, and notice we have a couple of options there. So let us choose the option which says I want to insert my chart title above chart. I click on that, a box opens up. I can put in my chart title here. So I can put in monthly sales, year 2010. If I want, I can also change the font of this title by selecting the title, going to Home, and choosing a different font size. I'll now insert the Y and X axis. To insert the Y axis, I select the Y axis, put my cursor anywhere on the Y axis, do a right click, then go to Layout, Axis Titles, click on that, Primary Vertical Axis Title. Again, I have a few options there. I could either have a rotated title, a vertical title, or a horizontal title. Let me put a rotated title. Click on rotated title and then type in dollars. Enter. So my y-axis has been labeled dollars. If I want, I can also change the way my y-axis looks. For example, if I wish to have, rather than the units ranging from 20,000 to 40,000, 60,000, if I wanted them to increment in units of $10,000. So I select my y-axis, do a right click, format axis, axis options, the major unit, I check on the fixed box and change the major unit from 20,000 to 10,000 and do a close there. So my major unit, or the increment on my y-axis, has gotten changed from $20,000 to $10,000. I'll add titles to my horizontal axis. I select my horizontal axis, go to Layout, Axis Titles, Primary Horizontal Axis Title. I'll put the title below axis and type in months. So that's the title for my x-axis or the horizontal axis. I can also change the way my horizontal axis looks. So once again, I select my horizontal axis, do a right click, format axis, go to alignment, text direction. If I want text to be displayed vertically, I could select a vertical alignment. I could also select a stacked alignment. I could also select an inclined alignment. For example, if I wish to incline the way the months look, I could select a custom angle. For example, a negative 45 degrees. So my axis, my horizontal axis, is now inclined at a 45 degrees angle. So a variety of ways the axis can be formatted. The legend, which is shown on the right hand side, that too can be formatted. So for example, I select my legend, do a right click, format legend. I can have the legend on the right hand side. I can have it at the bottom. The legend goes to the bottom. I can have it at the top. I can have it at the top right, and so on. So a variety of ways the legend can be formatted. I can also format the way the line in the line graph looks. So I select the line. Let's say if I wish to change the formatting of the line for Ontario, I do a right click on the line, make sure the line gets selected, do a format data series, go to line color. I can change the color of the line. If I want different colors, I can change the color. Line style, the style of the line can be changed here. I can change the thickness of the line by changing the width. I can change the type of line. For example, instead of a solid line, if I wanted a dotted line, I could select a dotted line and the line changes to a dotted line. Let me revert back, and so on. So these lines could also be changed.